Guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be solving this Math Olympiad question, and I'm just going to go dive right into solving the equation. So we're going to break it down to steps. So we're going to start with step 1. We're going to manipulate the equation. The goal is to rearrange the equation into a form that is easier to solve, especially in the form a to the power a is equal to b to the power b. So if you start and we look at the original equation where we have x to the power x to the power 4 is equal to 4. So for us to actually arrange the equation to look something a to the power a equal to b to the power b, we're first going to raise the both sides to the power 4, which will have x to the power 4, or this to the power 4 is equal to 4 to the power 4. So we're going to simply from here apply the power rule, where the simple power rule means says a to the power m all this to the power n is simply equal to a to the power m n, and still equal to a to the power n to the power m to the left side of the equation. So we have now x to the power 4 all these to the power x to the power 4 is equal to 4 to the power 4. Now I've simply gotten to this point now, so we're going to go to step 2. Solve for the expression now. So the equation is in the form a to the power a is equal to b to the power b, where our a is equal to x to the power 4 and b is equal to 4. For this equation, a and b should be greater than 0. So if a to the power a is equal to b to the power b, then we can conclude that a is equal to b. Now simply for us to get to this point in this equation, we're going to simply start by equating the bases. So x to the power 4 is equal to 4 to the power 4. We simply see here that this is simply our equation where we're trying to solve here. So now we can simply conclude and say our x to the power 4 is equal to 4. Step 3 now, we have to, because we're at this point, we have to solve for x. So simply way of solving for x is simply taking the foot root on both sides. So for us to solve for x, we have the foot root of x is equal to the foot root of 4. Now I want to equate this. Is simply x to the power 1 on 4. Sorry, the foot root of x to the power 4. To the power 4 is equal to 4 to the power 1 on 4, which we see that this 4 cancels, so our x is simply going to be equal to 4 to the power 1 on 4, which is equal to 2 squared to the power 1 on 4. This cancels this, giving us 2. Our x is simply 2 to the power half, which is the square root of 2. Looking at this from the first equation, which was x to the power 4 is equal to 4, and our answer of x equal to the square root of 2, we can basically test this. We have the square root of 2 to the power the square root of 2 to the power 4 is simply equal to what? We have 2 to the power 1 on 2, 2 to the power 2 to the power 1 on 2, all this to the power 4. This will cancel this, giving us 2, which will be equal to 2 to the power 1 on 2, all this to the power 2 square. Which 2 square is simply what? 4. So, which is equal to 2 to the power 1 on 2, all this to the power 4. And if we continue, which will become equal to this cancels this, giving us 2 is equal to 2 square, which our 2 square is equal to 4. We've just tested this, but if we look at this equation very well, we see that it has other solutions, where the solutions can either be the square root of 2 or negative the square root of 2. But it doesn't just end here. If you look at the solution very well, you also see that this question also has complex solutions, where it can x could still be equals to I, the square root of 2, or negative I, the square root of 2. But we have just tested by here, but you can continue by testing these other solutions to see if you can come out with the actual end. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. See you in the next video.